What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Grim's Quick Tech. Today we're going to be talking about the Glorious Modular Mechanical Keyboard, or the GMMK Compact. Let's get into it. Okay, so here it is, the Glorious Modular Mechanical Keyboard, or GMMK. This is the compact version, or also known as the 60%. The keyboard runs on USB-C. Port on the back, it is detachable cable, does come with a nice braided cord, and the power up is one of my favorite things about this keyboard, so go ahead and give it a go. Now, from the flashy side of things, we do see some RGB going on right here. We got 16.8 million color RGB backlight, any color, any combination, multiple effects, no software needed. Simply, again, a lot of this is built right into the keyboard. I can obviously disable my lights. Again, it's all function based. Now I have it set where upon keystroke, I get a different effect. All these effects are saved into the keyboard. There's a bunch of different effects. I'd say over each button has 3 effects. So like right now, the heartbeat style, there's a matrix style as they call it, bunch of different effects. And then if you don't want full RGB, then at that point you can control it and say, I only want certain colors. All I have to do is function X and I can start rotating and saying, I just want a red, yellow, green, blue. Again, different commands will let you speed things up or slow things down based on the animation you want. Obviously, brightness as well. If you want the keyboard to be a little bit duller, you can. If you want it to be brighter. The third effect, which is called Rgb LED Color Cycle, is my favorite. The reason I like this one is because it ramps up as you type. So as you're playing a game or whatever, the more keystrokes you do in a row, the faster the animation will become. 60% keyboards do save desk space, and they are nice for that feature, but they are missing keys, as in your arrow keys, your F keys. There's a bunch of stuff that's not here. But your functionality does still fully exist within this keyboard by leveraging the function button and then a bunch of shortcuts that are predefined within the keys. So you really aren't losing anything. It's just a little bit more cumbersome to activate. So example, I could hold down the function button and JKLI become my arrows. As well, if I hold down the function button, my 1 through minus and plus become F1 to F12. Depending on the game that you're playing, this could be problematic, and the 60% keyboard may not be for you if you do need certain aspects like the arrow keys or your F keys and stuff like that. The big thing about this keyboard is its weight and the aluminum body that it has. It really does have a good weight to it, so when you put this down and you're getting aggressive with it, it's not going to slide across the table that easily. What makes this keyboard special is the modular aspect of the switches. This is your entry level into customizable keyboards. We're used to buying keyboards where the switches are hardwired and we buy what we want, right out the box, and that's what we live with. Well, here you don't have to do that. You can switch it up. You can try different things. You can make half your keyboard one switch and half your keyboard a different switch. It's all up to you. Maybe your WASD, you want it to be unique and you need different switches for that than everything else on the keyboard. The switches I went with are the Kale Box Black switches. These are some pretty good switches. Yeah, they're good switches. They're kale switches. I hate kale! I went with these because of the extra stabilization to the keys. They do have a longer travel, but I also was going for that linear style. I didn't want the noisy, clicky switches. The cool thing about a modular keyboard like this one is that though I chose Kale switches, you can use MX switches or Gateron switches and many versions within those options. You can really fine tune what you like best. By default, this keyboard does come with Gateron brown switches in it. So out of the box, that's what you're going to get. Unless you go to the website, pcgamingrace.com, which is Glorious's website, you can choose to make a direct order from them as a custom order, at which point you would buy a bare bones body, and then you would just tell them what switches, what keycaps, and everything you want, and it would ship to you that way. The keyboard does come with a built-in cap remover right in the back here. Just grab a key, pop it right off, and then you can see the switch underneath. The inside the box, it does come with a switch remover tool as well, which is just a real basic metal loop. But that does not install into the back of the keyboard. I put in different keycaps. I just went ahead and picked up the Aura mechanical keycaps from Glorious, and that's what you see here on the keys now. It came standard with solid black caps that did have the shortcuts right on the side of the keycaps, which is nice, but as you get more and more familiar with your keyboard, you don't need them as much. So this was just a better look. This is what I liked. Obviously, these are standard switches, so you can really have fun with your keycaps that don't have to come from Glorious. You can go out there and really have an endless selection of what you want to do as far as keycaps. The last thing I added when I picked this keyboard up was I did go ahead and grab the Glorious wooden wrist rest, which they make in the different sizes. This one is for the compact. This is a wooden version. They do make a standard, padded version as well, but I like the look of it. I had some recommendations to give it a try. It is white ash wood, American hardwood of the highest quality. It's nice. I've used it quite a bit. I like it a lot. And it's just a nice, wrist rest. So who is this keyboard exactly for? I think it's for that gamer, that keyboard enthusiast that's looking to break into the customizable keyboards, modular keyboard world, and really start to explore what different switches can do for them without having to buy a new keyboard every time. At $109.99, it's affordable, and you can do a lot with it. So, and again, you don't have to do the compact version. If you need the extra keys, then you can simply go and pick up the 10 keyless or the full size for the same exact price. I really like this keyboard. I give it a big thumbs up. Grim's Quick Tech, guys. Let me know if you have any questions about this keyboard. You can come check it out live on stream every night, twitch.tv/GrimTheDino, and otherwise just leave it in the comments below. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell button, and let's keep it rolling. I'll see you next time for Quick Tech, and until then, game on.